What's up, you guys? Welcome back and welcome if you're new. In today's video, I'm right here with my good friend Jerry. I'm gonna go ahead and let him explain what I'm doing here today.
How's it going, guys? So what we're gonna do here today, we're gonna be removing Jesse's bumper from the Tacoma, and we're gonna be installing the new Rough Country 9500 Pro Series winch. Let's get it done.
Alright, you guys, so like he said, we did get the Rough Country 9500 Pro Series. So looking right here, it does have the synthetic rope. Looks freaking awesome. I can't wait to install it onto the CBI off-road bumper. And then, of course, inside the box, it's going to come with a Fairlead like this. It's going to come with its remote. And then it's going to come with these other little things here and an instruction manual. Just in case you guys are afraid of doing this yourself, like always, make sure to hit up Jerry. So make sure to let him know I sent you if you guys do hit him up for these types of installs. One thing we are going to be adding, instead of putting the Rough Country Fairlead, we're going to actually be putting our own. So as you guys can tell, I'm going to be installing this one. This one's going to look a little bit better, one, because as you guys can tell, my Toyota emblem there is a little bit on the silver side, so it's going to look good. And then as you guys can tell right over here, my coils right there are going to be the same color. So it's just kind of like a coloring thing that we wanted to go with instead of just putting it all black. So let's get to it. So if you guys did previously see our how to install video on the CBI off-road bumper, you guys already know how we installed it. So now what we're going to be doing is now we need to uninstall it, pull the bumper off, so that way we can get the winch in there. So that's what he's going to be working on right now, and then we'll get back to you guys once he's finished up bringing it down.
JesseRizo is here for you. It's here for you now. Like I said, it's super simple. Please feel free to subscribe.
Right now we just took our measurements to make sure that the winch is actually going to fit onto the plate and then onto the bumper without having to relocate this top box here. From the looks of it, all the measurements, it looks like it's going to fit, so we don't have to do any relocation for that top box up there where it says RC. So that's awesome. So that'll help our install. The next thing we're going to be doing right now before we actually install the winch is we're going to be installing the Fairlead. The reason I got this one is shout out to Jerry. He hooked it up with this one. The one from Rough Country, I mean, it works and everything, but to me it was just going to be too much black up front, and when he showed me this one, I said, heck yeah, let's throw it on. It's going to look awesome because, like I had said earlier, it's going to match with my springs and the Toyota emblem there, so it'll look cool. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. We're going to bolt it on, super easy, and then we're just going to be using the hardware that comes provided to install it right here. Nothing hard. So after years of experience, do you still enjoy what you do?
Oh, every day, man.
Heck yeah.
That's what I do.
JesseRizo is here for you. It's here for you.
Heck yeah, so as you guys can tell, we installed the silver Fairlead. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to the winch. It's going to be super easy. It comes, of course, with all the hardware and everything like that in the baggie. As you guys can tell, you want to grab 4 of those. And now we're going to go ahead and mount it onto this.
JesseRizo is here for you. It's here for you.
Hell yeah. There it is, you guys. One thing right now, as you guys saw, he put the rope through, right through the Fairlead. One thing I did want to let you guys know, Rough Country, the one they provide, it's like a hook. You could install that if you guys want to, but as far as for me, I'm going to go ahead and get a brand new flat link from Factor 55. For today's video, though, we're going to put the hook, so I'll show you guys how that looks onto here. So as you can tell, we have the winch in its place. We'd say this is probably one of the hardest parts to try to get the nuts and bolts to match up, to actually bolt this thing down onto the plate of the bumper. It's doable. I'm not going to be able to show you guys on camera, so you're just going to have to kind of learn on your own, or like I said, hit someone up that knows. That's probably one of the harder parts. It's very small down there to kind of get your fingers in, but now that it's somewhat in its place, all we need to do right now is tighten it up, and then we'll go on to the next step. So overall, it looks freaking awesome, and like I had said, I am excited for this because I do want to start hitting a little bit harder trail. So this should kind of help me out, or at least give me some peace of mind, just in case I do get stuck. So heck yeah. Of course, like we showed you earlier, we installed the Fairlead. The rope is through. We've now tightened down the winch, so it's good, it's in place, everything's locked down. Up next, what we're going to be doing is now we're going to go ahead and reinstall the front bumper. Once again, if you guys did miss that video on how to install this front bumper, check it out, description box below. We're not going to show that part on how to install it. We've already shown that. So we're going to go ahead and now put it back on.
JesseRizo is here for you.
You can tell we now have the whole bumper back installed. A winch is installed, as you guys can see it. It's right in there. So it looks freaking awesome, of course. Up next, what we're going to be doing right now is we're going to finally wire it up. So we're going to be connecting the ground cable and we're going to be connecting the power cable. As you can tell, everything's now installed. We've put the winch in there. It's all bolted down. Let me show you guys. So it's in there. It looks freaking awesome. And one thing I did want to let you know though, with the rough country one, if you guys do go with the same one, you actually have to put the ground cable. So right there, as you can tell, there's the bottom of it. I don't know if you guys can see it. So there's the nut, and then that wire that's coming out of it is the ground cable. So we did want to let you guys know, do the ground before even putting the winch on. So we have that now. All we need to do is, of course, wire it up, test it out, and see how it works, and then we're pretty much done. So right now he's going to be running that ground cable, which is now up here. He's running it that way towards the battery, and then of course he's once that one's done, he'll go ahead and grab the power cable, which is this one that's kind of zip tied together, and then he'll go ahead and tie that one into the battery as well. So now that we have the power line ran right here, of course, as you guys can tell, the cable is a little bit long. What you want to do here is use a zip tie it out of the way. You don't want any wires kind of dangling or anything like that, especially when it's the power line like this. So we're going to zip tie it out of the way, connect it to the power, and then we'll also do the ground. Same thing. If the ground is a little too long, you want to make sure you zip tie it out of the way, just so it's not dangling everywhere. Thing too that Jerry wants to let you guys know is whenever doing anything like this, you always want to go ahead and connect the positive first, and then after we'll do the ground. So keep that in mind, you guys.
JesseRizo is here for you. It's here for you now.
As you can tell, we've now connected the positive, which is right there, onto the positive of the battery. Up next, he's going to be working on the negative, which that's the one that you want to do last. So he's routing it, and then he's already zip tied most of it out of the way, so it'll look nice and clean. Now we got everything wired up. It's basically installed. Up next, what we're going to be doing now is running the winch power cord, which is the controller. So as you guys can tell, we're just bringing it in through here, and then it's going to come up, and let me show you guys on the other side so you can see what he's looking at. But we're basically connecting it to the top of the box there, as you guys can tell. It might not be able to see it on the camera, but it connects into this box right here. There's a little connector, and see if it even works. Hell yeah. Looks like we got power. Next, what he's going to do now that we know it works is he's going to go ahead and put this on. Like I said, this is going to be a temporary one. I'll be honest, the one that it comes with rough country, I don't like it too much. It's like a hook. One thing we did want to let you guys know on the winch, you guys, is you want to go ahead and hook up to maybe another vehicle. Put your truck on neutral, but what you want to do is you want to unwind this all the way and just leave probably like 2 or 3 ropes left over on the actual spindle, and then from there have someone tug you a little bit, and then after that you want to go ahead and unwind it back in, just so that way whenever you do use it, it doesn't get caught inside. So that's just a quick little FYI we wanted to tell you guys. Make sure you guys do that, so that way when you guys are out off-road, it doesn't get stuck on you. We are fully installed. We're done. Looks freaking awesome. Like I said, this is temporary, and I keep stating that because I know someone's going to tell me about it. I don't like it either, so yeah, that's going to be gone. And then with the new Factor 55 lead, it'll keep the winch line kind of right here in place, and it'll look awesome as well. You guys will see that probably won't be a video. I'll post pictures on my Instagram, so make sure to follow it so that way you guys can keep up to date if you guys are curious. But check it out. There it is. Pro Series 9500S with the synthetic rope. Looks good. Heck yeah. Of course, as always, if you guys do need any installation of any kind, no matter what it is, or if you guys want front bumpers, rear bumpers, sliders, skid plates, anything like that, make sure to hit up Jerry. He is in SoCal, and he has great service, great prices. And make sure to check him out. Check out his Instagram. All his information is always in every single video in the description box below. So make sure to go check him out. If you guys did like today's video, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
JesseRizo is here for you. It's here for you now. Like I said, it's super simple. Please feel free to subscribe.